Hey you guys, namaste. This is me again, Diara, and today I am doing finally a job and career reading. Some of you were asking me already for a while if I could do a job reading. I was not really feeling ready to do it. Um, but today I woke up, it started already yesterday in the evening, and I felt very much drawn to do a job reading. So let's go ahead. Feel free to choose one of those piles. Maybe you are right now in a situation where you have to make a choice when it comes to your job life, whether or not you should leave, whether or not you should start something new, getting self employed, or whatsoever. Let's have a look into your job life. So this is pile number one, number two, and number three. I placed some symbols and items on top of them. This is the Om sign, traditional yogic symbol. And this is a leaf I just found these days on the ground. It's getting autumn, you guys. Summer is over. And a ordinary stone. Beautiful ordinary stone. I also found it on the ground when I was walking outside. Can highly recommend to take some time every day enjoying nature, especially if you live downtown as I do. I live in the middle of the city, and it's very loud and dirty and hectical and stuff like that. So I usually, if I have the time, I'm going for a walk every day, preferably barefoot. So, okay, let's go ahead. Pile number one. What's going on in your job life? And maybe even what to expect when it comes to your job. Five of Coins, Pentacles, Beautiness, and Ask Your Angels. Let me just pull those cards a little bit up there so you have the chance to see them. Due to the light, you may not be able to see them very well, but I hope it works still. I will show them into the camera. Okay, the Five of Coins here, the Five of Pentacles, shows me that I think some of you, maybe the majority of you, you work with people in need. You are a caretaker. You work maybe with the ills, with the disabled people, out there, with people who have, I don't know, any kind of problems, maybe physical, maybe in their psyche, things like that. I'm quite sure you are a caretaker. It can be everything that has to do with people also, like being in service, tourism, maybe being a flight attendant as I am, which has nothing to do with people who are in need, but still you are dealing with and for people. I mean, this is your duty. Your job is to take care for somebody, whether this is being a waitress in a restaurant, whether this is being a yoga teacher or a massage therapist, or it could be like you work, yeah, as I said, with the disabled, with the ill. Maybe you are a nurse or a doctor, something like that. I think that you are a very positive and beautiful soul, and you see always the best in people. And this is coming from deep down inside. You are not faking that. It's not like you play a role because you have to be kind and friendly. You really are. Maybe you worked on that attitude for a while. Of course, if we work with other people, it is not always that easy and simple because, we all having our moods and bad days and yeah, just like stuff going on in the private life. And then you have to show up at work in the morning, maybe at 5 o'clock. And it's not that easy always, but still you see the beautiness in what you're doing and you really identify yourself with what you're doing, whatever that is. And could be also another scenario can be that right now you feel in need. That right now you have, like kind of a little crisis when it comes to your job. Maybe everything is cool, everything is fine, you get your paychecks, you can live from the money that you earn, and that is not the problem. But maybe it's just like, being in a yeah, maybe you've lost, can I say, faith? Yeah, maybe faith, or maybe you are asking yourself whether something else is about to happen, or if you are, like, what does universe has in storage for you when it comes to your job? Everything is cool, everything is okay, you cannot complain, but yeah, you just ask yourself whether or not you should stay there or not. And I think you should really stay there, because this is your yeah, I would almost say your destiny. It's fate. You are meant to be a caretaker in whatsoever way. And you will really like find your own beauty inside of doing what you're doing. And if you feel sometimes like close to a burnout because you give so much and you take care so much of others, every now and then, and this is when this card comes into the play, like ask your angels, you should not forget to every now and then take some time all for yourself, me time. Don't forget to nourish yourself, take care of yourself, enjoying a good bath at the end of the day, enjoying a good meal, taking care of your body, exercise, read good books, meet with other people, don't forget your friends out there, take care of your love life, stuff like that. Okay, this is very important for you, especially if you really are someone who's giving a lot. Maybe I mean, I know that from myself. I'm every now and then I'm mentioning that because some of you know that already, but for those who are new to my channel, I have 3 jobs actually. Like I am a flight attendant. I work almost full time, for a very big airline in Germany. Then I am a yoga teacher. I teach 6 regular classes every week, every single week. And now I started doing those personal readings, the card readings that I offer, private reading, personal readings. If you would like to have one, you can find all the information down in the description box, by the way. So I have 3 jobs, and they have all to do with service to others, service to people, taking care of their needs. Whether I am working in business or economy class, on the way from Frankfurt to, let's say, Shanghai or Los Angeles, or it is that I'm preparing my yoga classes and I'm taking care of my students, And then with the personal readings, I mean, I remember myself yesterday sitting at home. It was beautiful weather, sun was shining, but still I was just sitting at home, doing those personal readings for people who were waiting for them, who were in need. So, yeah, this is your topic as well. You are someone like me and you have a lot of energy. And if you have a crisis right now, if you ask yourself whether this is what you will do for the rest of your life, I can tell you yes, this is, I think, your final destination. I mean, of course, you can add something to what you do right now, or you can maybe like cancel something from what you're doing right now. Maybe you have also like 3 jobs as I have, and you want to skip one of them. Feel free to do it. Feel free to do it. Ask your angels means also like take the time to meditate, especially if you are having a crisis right now. But basically, I really must say, for you who choose pile number 1, you are at the right spot, sorry. You are at the right spot right now. What you do is important. What you do matters. We need people like you. We need all the teachers and healers and, yeah, you know what I mean, out there. All the caretakers for the elderlies, for the disabled, for the one who are ill and sick and who really need help. And we need you. We need you out there. Maybe you take care for homeless people, for babies, yeah, or whatsoever. And yeah, what you do is important. What you do matters. You matter. Your role in these days, especially in these days, is very, very important. Do never forget that. Yeah. Yeah, and this is basically it for pile number 1. So I would say all is good. Try always to see the beautiness in what you're doing, even though sometimes maybe you find yourself like being bored, maybe even, or like, yeah, doubting if what you do is enough or stuff like that. It is enough. Definitely it is enough. Do never doubt that, and always look and see everything like in a positive way, okay? Good. So this is it for pile number one. I do not see any changes or stuff. I think, yeah, you are at the right spot, as I said before, and all is good. Good. So then let's move on to pile number two, which is the leaf, the autumn leaf that I just found the other day. What do we have for you? So here I do have two angel cards. I wanted only one, but two came. So I took them, of course. And the headline is Five of Wands. So I think you are struggling a little bit right now, or you did at least. So it's either one or the other way. So either you are still like in a fight, in an argument, in a discussion with your colleagues, employees, bosses, clients or whatsoever, or you just came from it. Because the card is in reverse, it can indicate that this was something that happened recently, but you're over with right now. That would be a good news for you. And for those who are still struggling and fighting and comparing and competing and I can tell you that this is going to be over in the future. Okay, so do not give up hope. This is fire energy. So I see you definitely maybe being a fire sign, but that is just a side note here because this is a job reading. But could be that you are someone who is very enthusiastic, motivated, and dedicated. You are a goal getter. If you want something, you really want it. So you could be a good leader for sure. Yeah, maybe you should see that you get promoted in the future, or maybe a promotion is about to happen for you. You already know that, you already got the okay from your bosses, and now you find yourself in a completely new situation, which is not that easy. This is kind of a challenge for you. I mean, you may be a goal-getter, you may be dedicated to what you do, but still, this is a new situation. Being a leader and having people around you who are depending on your decisions and what you say and what you suggest and stuff like that. This is maybe something completely new for you. But I see that good. It is a perfect timing for you. We have the perfect timing card. So, I mean, with this card here, again, I have to repeat myself. It was a little bit like what I said with pile number one. You are at the perfect time, at the perfect spot, surrounded by the perfect people for sure. And if you can't see that right now so far, I can tell you this is about to happen for you in the future. So maybe you found that reading here at the perfectly, at the perfect time. I see abundance, richness, wellness and also like wealth, really the abundance card here. So you will get promoted, or at least you will, if you are not getting promoted in the classical way, but still you will find another possibility to earn money. Maybe you will take a second job, something aside that you can do in your free time. Maybe you started to, learn another language, do a teacher training for I don't know what, I see the abundance card here. So something good is about to happen for you, for sure, for sure. And we have Archangel Michael here, who is guiding you and helping you. This is kind of a mercy card. You are surrounded by his energy, blue energy, and you can feel free if you feel drawn to this angel works. You can work with him. You can call him in the morning, do a little Archangel Michael meditation if you like. And this is also like an indicator that you are strong. Archangel Michael is a warrior. He is the warrior amongst the angels. You are strong. You are protected. Do never forget that. Even though you have some self-doubts right now, I can tell you once again, this is the perfect timing for you to learn exactly what you need to learn right now at this time. And this is a perfect time for you to move on, to accelerate, and to take the next step in whatsoever way. I mean, it doesn't have to be, the classical kind of promotion. I repeat myself here. It can be something else. I mean, look at me. I said that with the other pile already. So for you, those of you who are listening also to pile number one for whatsoever reason, you know what I'm about to say. Look at me. I am a flight attendant. I am a yoga teacher. I am a card reader. I am a life counselor. So I do many things, many different things. And they are all kind of related in some way, but I do a lot of different things, and it went like step by step. I started as a flight attendant, and then after a while, you know, I became a yoga teacher. I invested some money. I invested a lot of time for all my teacher trainings that I've done so far, a lot of money as well, by the way. And yeah, and this is how I'm dealing with life, you know, because I have the power. I am a fire sign as well. I am a Leo, so I have a lot of energy. I have way more energy than most of the people I know. And maybe, and this is very important then, if you are somebody like me, if you say like, yeah, I also have a lot of energy. I also am enthusiastic and motivated, and I am a goal getter. I'm very addicted to what I'm doing. Then use that positive energy. Use that positive energy. Maybe you are thinking whether or not you should ask for a promotion, or you are in a state where right now you feel that you want to do something else or more, you know, maybe not something else, but you want to do more. Then yeah, show yourself, ask your boss, and invest some money, you know, make the next step. This is the perfect timing. Once again, you should no longer wait. Do it now. Yeah, and this is really, I see big happy changes for you, pile number two. Big happy changes. Even though you may came from a place where you had to fight a lot, but I mean, yeah, this is also for a reason. It was good maybe to get into the competition and to that fighting. It was good, so you could learn a lot of stuff, and it's not hindering you. It's the flip side. It's the how do you say that? It is the opposite. It was not hindering you. It was helping you, you know, to reach for the stars, and to it was there to prepare you for what's about to happen and what's about to come for you in your job life. Good and positive changes, wellness and richness and wealth and growth and development and abundance, as I said. So you have nothing to worry about, pile number two, not at all. Not at all, believe me. So move on. Let's move on to pile number three. What do we have? Okay. Very clear message here. I can tell you right away. I have the Let Go card. I have the Eight of Cups card. And I have a straight No. This is the No card. Nein in Deutsch. My cards are German. So this is the word No in German here. Nein. So I can tell you, wherever you are, leave. I'm not saying like run as fast as you can and as quick as you can from the situation, but you should really consider to leave wherever you are right now. Because I mean, I have that as, you know, three cards, and all three cards, I mean, isn't that a beautiful synchronicity? All three cards are basically saying the same thing. Leave. No, you are not at the right spot. You are not at the right place where you can evolve and grow. You should really leave, even though it may be a very hard decision for you to make, but you should really leave. I mean, as I said in the beginning, I was very, I felt not drawn to do job-related readings until today, because I think when it comes to those topics which are having to do with money and security and, you know, these are topics, I mean, this is something completely different than a love reading. So I'm going to be very, how you say that, cautious about it, because I don't want to tell you something like leave your job, and then you leave your job and at the end of the day you find yourself maybe even more unhappy than you were before, which can happen, by the way. This is just normal. If you leave a situation, then you enter a stage of uncertainty. You know what I mean? Excuse me for my English. You know, I'm not a native speaker, but still, I think you know what I mean. But with this spread here for you, pile number 3, I would really consider you to think about leaving your current situation. I think you are not happy anyway. So maybe you are thinking about to leave your situation already for a longer time, but then people came to you and said like, no, keep on doing, don't give up, there's still hope, and are you crazy these days leaving such a good job? You never know what's waiting for you outside. Don't be foolish, don't be naive, don't be childish. You know, I think that my experience is that people, they say things like that, and not only say but also think things like that a lot. I think the majority of us, we want to fight. We are willing to fight because we do not want to give up, because that makes us feel like weak. You know, if you give up a situation that is not helping you and not making you happy, sometimes for some of you, it may has the energy of a loss. You know, like you are a loser, that you are not strong enough to survive in the current situation. But I see it in a different way. I see that it is good to fight for what you want. It is good to hold on to a situation, even though you sometimes have to face challenges and problems. But there is a point when I would really highly recommend to leave. Rather leaving a situation than stay in a situation that's making you ill. Yeah, that make you feel like burned out even. You know, because that's not helping you. I mean, that's not a sign of being strong. Being strong means to leave, even though you could have stayed. Are you getting that? I mean, if you really leave, even though you could have stayed in the job, this is for me a sign of being strong and having courage, you know, and yeah, I see. I mean, to bring it to the point, leave. I would really consider you to leave your current situation. I mean, we have the Eight of Cups here. I think this picture alone says a lot, you know, like someone leaving in the dark, leaving everything behind, you know, leaving the situation, leaving, yeah, the job, you know, everything that made you sad and maybe even ill and sick and depressed and stuff. You should really listen to your gut feeling, you know, especially if you are a woman, you already know that. We have the moon here, quite present in the picture, and the moon always stands for this intuition and listening to your intuition, listening to your gut feeling. Yeah, we have the no card. I mean, how precise can a spread be if the no card comes? I mean, hello. And then on top of everything, we have the let go card. I mean, this is a clear message for you. People who choose number 3, you should really think about leaving your current situation. And I think I do not have to add anything else to this, because this is very, yeah, this is very obvious. Leave the situation, let go, and new doors will open for you. And do not see yourself as a loser or someone who did something wrong or who was not able to cope with things. See yourself as someone who is strong and who is willing to make the change. I mean, be the change you want to see in the world. If you are surrounded by bad people, people who do not like you, who are talking bad about you behind your back and stuff like that, I mean, leave the situation. Go. Go. Just let go. Accept what is. You can't help it anyways. You can't change people. You can't change how the world is, you know, like acting and what's going on in these days. I mean, we're living in tough times, no doubt about that. And in your specific situation, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Maybe it is very hard these days in your scene where you live and where you work to get a new job. But anyways, you should really consider to leave. And, yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything or stuff. I think if you stay in your situation, you are really like heading into a big, big, big depression for sure. Yes, I have to say it like that. And I'm not making that up, you know, like I want to make you being afraid or something. I think you know that yourself anyways. I mean, with this card spread here, you already know that, and maybe this is the reason why you came to this reading, like for confirmation. Maybe you waited for somebody who's telling you that, and you're okay. I am the one. Hello. Yeah, really think about to let go what's not helping you any longer. Bad people, bad situations, and yeah, maybe also like bad patterns and habits that you evolved over the years. You should also consider to let them go. And yeah, think about this. And if you have further questions before you leave, before you make any major decision in your life, feel free to contact me for a reading. I'm offering personal readings, and I'm not trying to sell you something. This is like, I'm trying to help you. If you are still like uncertain whether or not you should leave or what you should do in your job situation, feel free to contact me. I charge only 15 euros, which is really in dollars, it's like something like 12 or $13, I think. So this is a really good price compared to other readers, I think. So feel free to contact me. If you do not want to contact me, if you do not want to purchase a reading, don't do it. I'm still offering my readings here for free in the YouTube world. And yeah, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like my readings, you don't have to give me any comments if you don't want that. If you want to stay like, anonymous, no problem with that. But if you want help, I'm here to help you. If you don't want help, make your own choices. That's, maybe even the best you can do. Listen to what's right for you, not for me, and not what I am saying. You can hear me, but listen to yourself. Listen to your gut feeling, okay? I really want to point that out strongly here, especially when it comes to topics like money and finances and career and job. So I hope that helped. And yeah, this is it for today. Maybe we hear us later. Namaste.